Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. On the return, here's Corey Coleman, and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
First carry for Melvin Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He's brought
first down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And the Giants first down.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Giants nothing. Sanchez set.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Stafford on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain. Of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, Giants.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the 50 at Stafford. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Giants.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
9. Brings up 2nd.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Stafford looks to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He will find Davis. That's complete. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Corey Coleman back deep to return. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Second and 11 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's able to find Diggs. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? This let's finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Giants 3.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, they go with Mostert again. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They hand it off to Mostert. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Marr on for the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Bears 14, Giants 3. Rigoberto Sanchez.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
53 yards.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing is Stafford. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there. A first down.
A gain of 27 on the
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Here we go. 52's the mark. Watch right.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Leonard Floyd came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. There's Mostert. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mostert. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And Diggs has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. This is caught, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13.
Score Bears 21, Giants 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The tackle made by...
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final shot before the break. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Walker has it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This is Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Mostert. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
At the 37-yard line.
Second down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Jackson.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Raheem Mostert.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And 8.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Jackson is going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Davis.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
A gain of 30.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, check Mike 57, man. 57, Mike 57.
To throw again. Stafford, and he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
New York.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Stay 50.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Walker with a grab, left side. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, you're the 2 on 3rd down. You're a little off balance.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On the keeper.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Chicago, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Damn. I had to, cause I can't concentrate if I was in the chat. That's why I didn't go in. I had to focus with Dame. I already know what time it was. Man. Yeah. Hey, dang. I said, hey, dang. When I threw that, I was trying to take my time with the game. When I threw that pick, and you ran it back, I was sick, man. Man. You talking about sick? I was sick, man. I said, man, Damon finna hurt my feelings again. I know why they did it. It was Harrison Smith. I came straight to the middle with a hit stick with Harrison Smith. Right. And they was all on his ass. Yeah. I escaped that one. What time is it where you at, Dan? Oh, that ain't bad. You gotta do the virtual school with the kids in the morning? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. I think you was just a little rusty. If you weren't a little rusty, I probably would've got my ass whooped. I ain't lying. I see you again. It might be a different game. Hmm? Mm. Which one you get? What's the second one you get? Alright. Oh, you ordered the one I wanted. That's the one I was gonna get. That's the one I was gonna get right there for the MVP. The second one. Yeah. It'd be that you ordered it today. It should be there either tomorrow or the next day afterwards. That's the reason why I didn't get it. She said this might be. She told me it might be nicer than an MVP. But when you see that, what's the name? You're gonna be like, yeah, that Lombardi. You're gonna be like, oh yeah. No. Yeah, every season. Yeah. Now the guys around my neighborhood came. They got a belt, and you got to get that belt up. Yeah, they got a belt. Yeah, they got one of them expensive belts. Let me do this. Let me. Yeah, they got one of those. Yeah, that's easy. You got enough money to buy trophies for the next 3 seasons. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mm. You see you see the deluxe you see the deluxe ring, King. Look in the catalog and look at the deluxe ring. It's the uh yeah, the deluxe ring is, she said, it's the same size as the Super Bowl ring, exact same size. Mm. She said if you order the rings beforehand, just get it. They got a chain that it goes on. But she said if you order after the fact, then you got to get their ring size. So she told me. Mm. Yeah. You could tell he was feeling that way a couple days ago. His whole his whole crew like that, man. His his whole crew like that, man. They'll quit the league, man. Ryan, that dude Ryan, he trash, bro. He'll quit. Yeah, you gonna make him quit. They be getting emotional, bro. Like they got a mental breakdown. Texans got to be trash then. Ain't nobody care you get pissed off. That's horrible. All the numbers supposed to be high. The higher, the better. When I play a game in here, I go straight to the fucking Ethernet cord. Fuck that. Yeah, you got to. Coming out at halftime, we knew that we had to stick with what was working. I think I just mostly just ran for 247. I'm doing my post report right now. Do what? Do what? Do what? Alright, I got you. We. So you just want me to tag them and let them know we advanced? I just make a post here with it. Alright. I got you. I got you. Alright. It's good to do it on the page because then they get to see what's on the page. But if not, because they stay in the chat. Right. That's why. That's why I always tell them in the chat. The most important things is on the page. If you don't check that page, it's on you. You put too much work in for them not to pay attention to it. That shit gonna be so. That shit gonna be so lovely, boy. That goddamn Damon got some cold ass pass plays, man. He had me mixed up, man. He had me scratching my head. Man, he had me scratching my head, man. The way how wide open it was. I wish he could teach me that play. If I can add them two plays in my play arsenal, I'll win a Super Bowl. I'm telling you right now. That's how serious I feel about it. Man, if that that man hit me with 6 receptions for 167 yards off Diggs, hit me 5 receptions with 147 yards off D-Hop. He got the coldest receivers in the game, man. Raheem Mostert, as he rushed for 247 yards on 28 attempts with 4 touchdowns. Yeah, 247 on 28 attempts with 4 touchdowns. If that ain't player of the week, I don't know what it is. Even with a hell of a game, our halfback had the New York Giants still didn't let up off the gas as they tied the game. I think he on auto. He might be on auto or some shit. You on auto? If he on autopilot, he can't do nothing. Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way he can't do nothing. Still didn't let off. Yes, as they tied the game. Huh? I know. What's Damon coach name? What's his coach name over there? We were stretched thin by. What's his coach? Let me go see what his coach name is. I gotta get that coach some props because that team, he brought it to my ass, man. Damn it. I like being in the chat when I play Mike because when he be hollering, that shit be having me rolling, boy. Oh, he do? Oh, his coach name, Coach Basie. Who really he got game, man. He just can't. He be letting up. To who? To who? LeBron? Ken, you ready? You ready for me to tag them now? You did it. Oh, okay. I was doing my what's the name? So you just want me to tag them? Tag them. I'm just gonna say we advance. We have advanced and tag all of them. So when you did the schedule and you tagged everybody. Oh yeah, I would have did this, cousin. I was doing that. I'm not losing. I'm not falling behind on them posts. Yeah, I ain't gonna fall behind on them posts no more. Damn, I got fucking Mike, man. I know I can beat Mike though. I know I can beat Mike. I got a hell of a squad. This might be one of the best squads I've drafted. Just wait. I missed 2 touchdowns that I could have got Damon with on that play, but the ball won't go that far. But he was beat though. Yeah, I see Mike. I'll tag Mike. I gotta take a shower, man. Alright. Nah, I ain't playing till tomorrow. Hey, Craig, you know I got Samson Ibaka, Leonard Floyd. I got Devin Bush. I got some hell of a running backs, boy. I mean linebackers. I got Gerard Davis. I'm gonna build his ass up. I mean, I got C.J. Mosley and Gerard Davis. I'm gonna build their ass up. Man, that was a tough game I just had, boy. Yeah, that was a tough game, boy. I missed 2 touchdown passes on that play. Craig showed me, man. It was wide open, man. They played me. They played me, man. What's the name? He couldn't stop the run. He couldn't stop the run at all. He couldn't stop the run at all. And he just couldn't stop it. Let me see, did I get player of the week? Yep, that's what I thought. 28 rushing. Hey, he got it. Mike got it too. He got it. He can't be if he lost 51-0. And let me see what. Let me see. You gotta. Can't let up off him. All you gotta do is focus on the game and make sure. Try not to make no mistakes. Just focus. That's all you gotta do. That's what I do when I want to win a game. You always gonna lose.